8-year-old little girl dropped off at the school right there at the front doors of the elementary school, but yet she was marked absent at 8:15 a.m. We are taking your calls live. Let's go out to Kevin Mooney, News Director, KNEB, joining us there in Scotts Bluff. Kevin, thanks for being with us. What more do you know? Oh, everybody, we are waiting to go live to a presser. As soon as it starts, I'll tell you what's happening. Go ahead, Kevin. What do we know tonight?
Well, thank you very much, Nancy. And right now the search is still continuing for 8-year-old Kira Wilson, who, as you mentioned, got dropped off. The latest we have is in the actual parking lot of the Mitchell Elementary School, according to the Nebraska State Patrol. And since then, really no sign of her. She did, according to the school officials, there were witnesses that said she did go across the street for a time at a picnic table, sat at a picnic table at the Subway shop across the street, and then left from there, was heading back to school, back to the parking lot, and that's the last time anybody has ever seen her.
So who dropped her off, Kevin Mooney? Was it the mother or the father that dropped her off at school?
Actually, it was the stepfather that dropped her off at the school, and they have interviewed the stepfather. They've interviewed the biological parents, and they say they've been very cooperative, although they do say they are still persons of interest simply because they were the last people to see Kira right now.
Okay, with me is Kevin Mooney, joining us from Scotts Bluff. Kevin, the News Director, KNEB. Kevin, let me ask you a couple of quick yes-no questions. P.S. Everybody, we're taking your calls tonight. An 8-year-old girl dropped off, we are told, at the doors of her elementary school, but yet within just 15 minutes of that time, 8 a.m., she's marked absent at 8:15 a.m. Now, couple of quick questions, Kevin Mooney. The stepfather drops her off. Has he taken a polygraph? Yes, no?
Don't know. No indication.
Okay, what about the mother? Did the mother take a polygraph? Yes, no? Kevin, did the mother take a polygraph? Yes, no?
Again, don't know.
Don't know. Okay, what about the natural father, the bio father? Where is he in the mix?
We just know they interviewed him. Again, they say he's cooperative, a person of interest. Other than that, we don't know a whole lot about him.
Got it. Let's go to Ellie Jossett, our chief editorial producer on the story. Ellie, a couple of more quick questions to you. Try to give me a yes, no. Mm-hmm. So the stepfather says he drops her off 8 a.m. at the front doors of the school. Yes, no?
Yes, it's actually
Ellie?
South of the school.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's a drop-off area a little south of the school.
Ah, okay. So that is consistent with at the doors and in the parking lot. It's a drop-off area where people, they get out of the car and then they walk in. Okay, that makes sense. Correct. Now, both of that rings true. Now, it's my understanding, even though the stepfather dropped her off, and he is a person of interest tonight because he was the last one to see her, other witnesses saw her, not with the stepfather, but across the street at the Subway sandwich shop picnic area, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So then,
That's right.
Ellie, she's last seen by witnesses, not with the stepfather, but by witnesses going back across to the school parking lot. Is that correct, Ellie?
Correct.
And where I'm going with this, Ellie, is we're saying the stepfather's a person of interest, but after he drops her off, other people see the little girl sitting in these picnic tables across the street from the school. So he's out of the mix at that point. Okay, Ellie, take it from the top. Tell me what you know.
Right. Well, State Police, or State Patrol rather, is telling us that they are confident she was dropped off by family. But they are also confident that she never made it inside the school. The school principal tells us that they do have cameras that are trained inside and outside the school. They do not see her on the school property. They do not see her in the area where she would typically enter the school. So we know she went to the Subway restaurant. We know she was seen outside. The Subway manager tells us nobody in the store, and it had opened about an hour earlier, nobody saw this little girl, but she was seen outside. Last seen walking back towards the school. What happened after that is the mystery here, and the State Patrol is telling us the family, very cooperative, very concerned, very upset, doing everything they can to help find Kira right now.